Alright, this one starts out with a prologue, so let's deal with that real quick. Mr. Chairman is now on board the Elgin super yacht known as the Ampere. He learns that Michael Vey destroyed the Elgin's largest star source plant in Peru, and Hatch never released Mrs. Vey or the electric children like he was told. In short, Mr. Chairman is mad as hell and summons Hatch to the Ampere where he is going to be executed along with the electric children.
Splish!
Michael wakes up somewhere in a tent deep in the Amazon rainforest. He's ended up being brought into this village by the chief after taking down the Star Source plant, in case you need a reminder. Michael got separated from the rest of the Electro clan, and their location is currently unknown, but they're all together. They don't know if Michael has been captured or is still even alive. The chief tells Michael that the Peruvian army is currently hunting the Electro clan and he needs to leave before they find him too. But before he leaves, there's someone he must meet. This is Tesla. Her powers are to enhance electricity and not being able to handle turns well. Okay, I'm not making this up. Right after she's been introduced, her name gets changed to Tessa. Hatch named her Tesla because of, the science guy. But I think exactly one page later, it changes to Tessa. So, whatever. The Peruvian army finds the camp, and Michael, Tessa, and the chief run away with a few warriors. They get in a boat, but before leaving, the chief gives Michael a warning. Michael Vey, over the water, a choice will come to you. You must choose between the lives of a few you love or the lives of many you do not know. Okay, bye. Safe travels. Have fun. Down the river, Michael and Tessa meet up with Jaime, the man working with the voice. He takes them to his camp and tells them that Mrs. Vey and Tanner made it. They're now with the voice and are safe. The rest of the Electro clan has been captured by the Peruvian army and is going to be tried for terrorism since they blew up the Star Source plant. A few Elgin guards found the camp. Oh no! This is a disaster! What are we gonna do? Since the Elgin found them, they need to call the voice. But in order to do that, they need to get to a tall mountain so they can contact him.
Shit, you already know I'm obsessed with it. I can't get enough. Back with another milk. Help! Help! Help me! Help!
And then the voice responds. Don't fight the entire Peruvian army by yourself. Like, I know you have superpowers and that kind of gives you a bit of an ego, but you're a fucking idiot. You honestly think you can fight the entire army of a country? Do you think the Peruvian army just sits on their ass all day and they're just gonna let you walk in and take your friends out? No, they're being held as terrorists. You moron. Michael is like, nuh-uh, I'm still gonna do it anyways. Tessa and Jaime realize that this is a horrible idea and refuse to help. This ends part 1.
Splish!
The Electro clan is being held in prison while waiting for their trial. The Peruvian army doesn't have the experience of the Elgin, so they don't know how to fully utilize the reset devices. They place one on everybody, including the non-electric people. Austin figures out how to basically reverse engineer his reset and turns it into a taser. The army begins their interrogation and Taylor is taken in first. What's your name? Taylor Swift. How'd you get to Peru? Rode a Razor scooter. You know, the kind that has the sparks on the back. Why'd you blow up the power plant? Felt like it. Man, this interrogation is going nowhere. I'm gonna have to get serious. If you tell me everything you know, I'll buy some of your Girl Scout cookies. There's this voice that tells us what to do, but not schizophrenia. It calls us on my boyfriend's phone and it got us to Peru so we can save his mom who's really hot, and so we blew up the power plant to save her. Thank you for your cooperation. Whoa, he was actually working for the Elgin this whole time. This is a captain and he sends a report to a mysterious man named Captain Welch, third in command across the entire Elgin, second only to Hatch. Austin uses his makeshift taser to escape. He goes around freeing the Electro clan one by one until the full crew is reunited. They try to escape by starting a fire but get caught outside. This ends part 2.
Splish!
On the Ampere, the Elgin board has a meeting where they vote to execute Hatch for going against their orders. Right on cue, Hatch lands and is taken to the board. The chairman says Hatch has been a very bad boy and needs to be punished. Believe it or not, that's the best take I've had on that line so far. I keep looking at Hatch with the anime girl blush. I can't take him seriously. Hatch isn't in containment long before his electric children come to rescue him. Within a few minutes, the entire boat is under Hatch's control. With his new board of the electric children and members of the old board who stayed loyal, Hatch crowns himself as admiral and reveals his new plan. Take over the country of Tuvalu. On the island, he wants to build an Elgin country where he can do all his evil shit in peace away from the eyes of the governments. Kind of like Walt Disney, actually. The former chairman is being hung by his feet in prison. Hatch is pretty pleased with himself until one of the other board members starts to beg for the chairman's life to be spared. Hatch says he'll spare him if she takes his place. She takes his place, and now the chairman lives to see another day at the cost of his lover's life. This ends part 3.
Splish!
Michael, Jaime, and Tessa have made it to a narrow road where they can intercept the convoy transporting the Electro clan out of prison. Before they begin their mission, Jaime gives Michael an iPod which he can use to signal him. The plan is for the reunited Electro clan to reach a hostel in Cusco where they can call for Jaime to extract them. Using Michael's magnetism, they pull the trucks together. The short version of it is that there's a big escape and everyone reunites, but Taylor and Jack are missing. There's $1 million bounty for Taylor and a hunter has come to pick it up. And if you're wondering why that hunter is super Australian, it's because the book really wants you to know that this guy is Australian. Like, classic good day, mate. Sorry, I'm gonna piss off every single Australian in existence. Like, they throw in all the stereotypes for this guy. The bounty hunter reaches his little group of fellow hunters/guards and ties up Taylor and Jack. The group catches up and frees Taylor first. While Michael and Taylor are having their cute little reunion, tragedy strikes. Yeah, Wade fucking dies after a stray bullet hits him. Wade's death shakes the group. Ian hates himself for not seeing the guard, but most of all, Jack is broken. He was the one who led Wade into this, and now he's dead. Jack spends the night digging a grave, and in the morning, the Electro clan has a funeral for their fallen member. Michael and Taylor find their contact at the hotel, and it's time for some quick lore. Tessa and Zeus dated for like 3 years. There's also yet another weird romance situation in the group because Tessa is showing some heavy interest in Michael. She's like, "Oh, we got so close in the jungle, what happened?" As if this motherfucker doesn't have a girlfriend that you have known about this entire book. Then when they get back to the group, Taylor is upset because she thinks Michael has been trying to make moves on Tessa when he's just been in life or death situations trying to survive. Michael pulls her aside and is like, "Schmoopy, you know it's not like that with her, I love you." "Nuh-uh, I read that bitch's mind. I know she wants you." So then Michael says, "Read my mind then. You can see for yourself just how much I love you." But oh boy, that was the wrong move because get this, Taylor's like, "Girl, I have been reading everybody's mind this entire time. That homewrecker has been amplifying me to the max every second she's near me. Jack is suicidal. Tessa is horny as a college frat boy for you. Abigail is going to quit on us any second. And now Wade is fucking dead." Oh, well, I knew about Wade. They know we're wanted criminals here, right? Sorry, I'm getting too invested in the drama of fictional characters. Well, anyways, Jaime finally reaches the group and offers a way to get out of here and prepare for taking down the Ampere. Remember how Taylor said Abigail was gonna quit? Well, she does, and inspires Zeus, Tessa, and Ian to all do the same. The Electro clan is having a goddamn civil war right now. Jaime drives everyone to a safe house where they can rest for a few days before taking on Hatch and the Ampere. The two paths have been set: stay and fight Hatch, or go back to America and start again with new identities. The group that's leaving gets ready and starts to say their goodbyes. Okay, I can't even make this up. It's gonna sound like I'm doing this on purpose to make this more dramatic, but I promise you this actually happens. But Michael kisses Abigail on the forehead when they're saying goodbye.
I will cut you down, break you apart, splay the gore of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy. My hands shall relish ending you here and now.
Abigail says her goodbyes to Jack and makes him promise to not die in battle. They kiss, and it's a nice little moment. And then it's ruined when Tessa gets on her shit again and kisses Michael on the cheek in front of Taylor. Maybe I'm just making this out to be a bigger deal than it is, but oh my god, Richard Paul Evans, what is with you and this shit? The remaining group is taking the situation pretty hard. They're all sad, except for Jack. Jack is taking it pretty well, actually. After 254 pages, we are finally ready to attack the Ampere. The plan is to sneak in close with the fishing boat. From there, Michael will scale it with his magnetism and throw down a rope for everyone else. Once everyone's on board, they'll plant explosives in the engine room and take down the Ampere. Alright, I gotta be honest with you guys. There's like 30 pages left and the Electro Clan just got on the Ampere. I write these scripts as I'm reading, and right now I'm thinking this is going to either be a cliffhanger or the shortest Mission Impossible movie to date. Michael and Austin find a cell with the old Elgin board members. They free them after the chairman offers his knowledge about how to destroy the Elgin from the inside out. As the old chairman, he has a lot of useful inside information. At the engine room, Jack plants the explosives, and you'll never see this coming, but Hatch starts talking through the speakers. It's not like this has happened already in both of the other books, like when the Electro Clan goes to invade Hatch's little layers, and he's like, oh ho ho, I have actually been watching you on my security camera this whole time. Sorry, these books kind of get a formula to them. Hatch says that if Michael surrenders, then he'll spare everyone else, blah blah blah, you know the drill. Usual villain stuff. With nowhere to run, they decide to set off the explosives themselves and take Hatch down with them. Right as they're about to explode, a different blast hits the ship. Another one of the Elgin warships is firing at the Ampere. The rest of the Electro Clan shows up to help save the day, and it's a big happy reunion. Yay! They all get back on the boat and speed away as the Ampere explodes. With our heroes reunited, it's time for a celebration. Jaime prepares a feast, and Michael awards Wade with a Medal of Valor. Their celebration is cut short by the news that Hatch has survived. However, this is still a huge victory. The Elgin have lost their portable fortress, and the ex-chairman is on the loose. They get a call from the Voice with a big update. 3 days ago, the Elgin kidnapped a 9-year-old prodigy named Jade Dragon. She uploaded a blog post about electrical human beings. This means she figured out why the MEI machine gave certain children powers. Figuring out the MEI machine and how to replicate the electric children is what Hatch has been after this whole time. The Electro Clan readies themselves to set out and save Jade Dragon. What's up, it's me. I want to say sorry for the delay and this taking over a month to make. I've been really busy in my personal life, but I am not stopping until I finish the series. Or at least until I finish the books I own. There's 4 more, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, I just looked it up, and there is 9 of them, actually. I am not doing all 9, because I don't own the last 2, and honestly, I don't feel like buying them. I'm glad to be back and doing this series again, though. There will probably be a non-Michael Vey video next, unless you guys really want part 4. Thanks for hanging out, and watch until the end.